What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Bazz Reviews YouTube channel. I'm your host, Bazz. Thanks so much for checking this video out. I've got a lot of awesome reviews to share with you today, but before we get too far into the video, I just want to say, if you are not subscribed already, feel free to press that subscribe button, and if at any point in the video you like what you've heard, drop a like and a comment, and share this video with some of your friends that you know that also like music. With all that said, here we are, and we'll start things off with the sophomore effort of UK rapper Tyron Frampton. Tyron, it's one that I've been pretty excited for a while now. I was surprised because the reception was a little bit more muted this time, and I think that might have stemmed from some of the teaser material he presented. I think that really made people either think that they really liked it, or they brushed it aside as a disappointment. Personally, I liked it a lot, as it was a unique departure from the grimy sound he went for on Nothing Great About Britain. It's very diverse and certainly a lot more upbeat than that OG style. It still does shine through here on the record at points, and it's a great nod to where he started. Some of my favorites from the project include 45 Smoke, Cancelled, Dead, Play With Fire, NHS, and Feel Away with James Blake and Mount Kimby. Speaking of the other two feature tracks, Terms and Push were a little weaker in the grand scheme of things. I think the same goes for the preceding two tracks, I Tried and Focus. They're both very mellow, which is nice, but I feel like they don't really fit his overall vibe. Aside from the otherwise weaker middle section, Tyron is a brilliant return from one of the strongest faces in the rap landscape today. I gave this record an 8.5 out of 10. So jumping into the classics now, we've got the one-off collab between legendary rappers Mos Def and Talib Kweli called Black Star, and it's another 90s rap classic that I've yet to check out. I was familiar with a few singles going in, but I definitely like the full project quite a bit. From Astronomy to Redefinition, even Representation to Thieves in the Night, you will be getting a lot of memorable moments from start to finish. The lyricism here is pretty slick, but it's about the closest definition of conscious you'll ever get to. These guys touch on almost every relevant social issue under the sun in just a little over 50 minutes, which, again, is nothing new from either Kweli or Yasin Bey. I think some of my bigger complaints get brought out by the vanilla production around the middle of the project. Generally, it's pretty good, but it's not on the elite level that some people hype it up to be. All in all, it's a pretty solid rap title from the late 90s, which at times can be hard to come by. I also gave this record an 8.5 out of 10. So to avoid copyright here, I'm not going to be playing any Frank Ocean songs or playing any Frank Ocean videos because I have Nostalgia Ultra and Endless Reviews up next. And yes, you can call me a fake Frank Ocean fan or tell me I know nothing about music because I haven't listened to Frank's entire discography, but here I am giving my 2 cents on the record that started it all. It's totally also not a coincidence that this just celebrated its 10th birthday and I'm giving it a review, but I digress. Overall, I thought the project was pretty decent. It feels a lot like very early Tyler the Creator production-wise, and I still think Frank is developing his sound vocally. That being said, it's the writing that really shines through. Many of you know he got his start ghostwriting, and when you look at tracks like Novocaine, Swim Good, We All Try, Songs for Women, There Will Be Tears, and Dust, it's no surprise that he turned heads in that regard. With all that being said though, I think there were still a few moments that I thought were sort of laughable. Even as I'm speaking now, I still can't get over the fact that he directly lifted the instrumentals of Hotel California and Electric Feel and was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna write my own songs over it. So yeah, both of those were weak, plus Love Crimes. Although it is still very amateur in some areas, Nostalgia Ultra impressed me with its raw sound that set the groundwork for much of what Frank was going on for future releases. I gave this project an 8 out of 10. So to prepare for the Endless Review, I was looking at some of the reviews and I was honestly pretty surprised to see it be more mixed, but I can understand why people felt that way. It's like Frank Ocean's version of The Life of Pablo. Yes, it has a very messy track list, but unlike Pablo, you can at least understand what Frank is trying to say and where he wants to go stylistically. It feels like a stronger companion to Blonde, just more ambient and experimental. This is about as hot of a take as I could probably give, but I honestly prefer this over Blonde. Blonde feels like a very niche record, a good one at that, but usually I have to be in a very specific headspace to enjoy it or even listen to it. I think the production and lyrics on here just resonated more with me. I love his beautiful cover of the Isleys At Your Best to start things off, then Unity, Comme des Garçons, Wither, Ooblots, Slide on Me, Sideways, and Rushes. Plus, if there's anything Frank Ocean is the fucking master of, it's interludes. There are some incredibly produced short bits like Florida, In Here Somewhere, and Impietas / Death. Besides an otherwise forgettable Higgs and Mitsubishi Sony to finish the record, I guess I got more out of Endless than some people did. I appreciated its daring stylistical approach, but I'm just so pissed this shit isn't on Spotify yet. Above all, I think it is safe to say that Frank Ocean can now go down as one of my favorite modern musicians. I gave this album a 9 out of 10. So to finish up the month of January, this is another album that will be celebrating a milestone, but it'll be its 50th birthday. It's Blue by Joni Mitchell. It's another classic that I've been wanting to take off my list, so I took a stab at it this past month, and holy shit, I was blown away. I think Mitchell's vocal delivery took a little bit of time for me to get adjusted to, but other than that, this was a beautiful record. Every track is so damn smooth. If you thought Endless was sad, well, I think this tops it in any way, shape, or form. Mitchell possesses a real lyrical gravitas that I really can't put into words. Although it's rather bare bones compositionally, I don't know many other musicians who can use so little to make something so much larger than themselves. Though the 10 tracks are split just about 50-50 with their use of instruments, I personally prefer her piano ballads to the guitar ones. I think there's something a little bit more special in the way she plays tracks like My Old Man, Blue, River, and The Last Time I Saw Richard. I really don't know what score I want to give this record yet. For the moment, I am feeling a 10.
That's a 10.
Yes, I've given a record a 10. It's been a while, but it was time. This is an incredible record, like I said, and I hope you guys check this one out, as well as the other records that I listened to in February. If there were any takes that you agreed or disagreed with, once again, drop them down in the comments. I'm happy to start any debate about music. In the meantime, thanks so much for checking this one out. This is Bazz, signing off. See you on the next one.